What it do, Scooby-Doos? Boring, boring, so boring. Welcome to another Doghouse review. So, Leeds, eh? Um, First half started with Leeds pressing, and then Liverpool decided to show up and play their game, and everything just was slow. I mean, slow in the build-up, slow in the passing, slow in the final ball getting through to the striker. Everything just looked so labor intensive. All of that effort, all of that possession, and nothing to show for it. Well, from the first half, there were a few moments of brilliance that resulted in nothing. Ekitike still looking hungry, Wirtz and Ekitike linking up, resulting in a shot that was saved. And Wirtz on the second, trying to salvage something, but that too goes wide. And then we have them link up again, and yeah, it just keeps getting drowned out. A player that had a good half was definitely Curtis Jones. He pressed the ball well, he controlled the tempo of the game, but just couldn't get the other players to get to that same tempo. Um, and we, in towards the end of the first half, we have Frimpong bombing down the wing and putting a cross into the box, and Ekitike heading it and it going wide. So yeah, that was basically what the first half looked like. Now, throughout the entire game, Leeds have had a player that has dictated everything for them, and that player was Ampadu, right? And yo, he is solid. He is threatening. He is a player that knows how to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and make something happen. Many an opportunity started with him or actually ended with him playing the final ball through. So definitely a player that is exciting to watch is Ampadu. So keep an eye out on him, man. We start the second half and Liverpool come out looking stronger. And 5 minutes later, they look completely disjointed. And we still have Jones battling in the midfield, trying to salvage something, but the other players around him just are struggling, right? But with his creativity is plugging away and trying to unlock the Leeds defense. And all we have is Leeds sitting deep when Liverpool are in possession and Liverpool moving the ball from side to side, trying to draw the Leeds defense out, and it's not working, right? Eventually, towards the end of the second half, we see Allison launching balls into the box, trying to completely bypass the midfield, completely bypass the Leeds press. The one thing I can say that is a positive is that Liverpool played around the Leeds press and it worked out quite well. Gravenberg, Jones combining with Robbo, and it just seemed to click, and they were able to press the game and carry the ball forward. But that's all we seem to have done. Win the ball and move the ball forward into the final third. And once we got there, everything broke down. Now, Leeds were clever when they came out in the second half, right? And all they did was they stacked men on that right hand side, which prevented Frimpong from bobbing. They saw that Liverpool had the opportunity to create through Frimpong, and what did they do? They shut that avenue down. Fair play to them. They were able to read the game and see how to manage the threat that Frimpong created on the wing. A lot of that hard work goes to Statch, right? Um, all he did was just create that extra body on that wing and prevent Frimpong from running at the defense like he had done in the first half. The game ends in a 0-0 draw, and honestly, that game could have gone on for 3-4 hours, and I highly doubt that Liverpool would have scored a goal. Everything that they did just looked so lethargic. It looked like they had no desire to win. And yeah, not a great way to start the new year off with a draw, or should I say, with a very slow paced game. And Leeds are not a slow team. So yeah, surprised that Leeds didn't catch us on the counter. Right, so let's get into it. Who are the top dogs and who is in the dog blocks, right? So for our top dogs for Leeds, I'm going to give it to Ampadu and Stack, right? Um, they they did everything that they needed to do, right? They worked solidly, they pushed, they broke down play, they covered when they had to, and they got out of the box when they needed to, right? For Liverpool, it's going to go to Jones, Frimpong, and Ekitike. Yeah, all three of those players were able to do everything that they needed to do, right? Frimpong stuck to his task of stretching the game, and there were multiple times where he was free on the wing and nobody in a red jersey picked their head up and saw that there's an opportunity to exploit Leeds. And it became very tiring to watch the Liverpool team play against Leeds. In my dog box, I'm gonna put James Justin from Leeds, because literally every touch or every time a player touched him, this guy found the ground and was rolling around, writhing in pain. But literally 10 seconds later was up and running. You would think that he'd broken something the way he went down, and it wasn't just once, every single time. And I don't know if that was part of the strategy to try and break up Liverpool playing, or to try and gain his team some extra time off the ball. Uh, I'm sad to say, but I'm putting Dominic Soboslai in the dog box. A player that worked so hard for Liverpool throughout 2025 and the first game of 2026. We find him in the dog box, and I honestly believe that it's not for lack of trying. Um, it's just that he made really silly decisions in those final thirds, and when we needed uh, a stroke of brilliance, it just was lost, and that's why Doms is in the dog box. Yeah, so that is my review of the Leeds, Liverpool versus Leeds game. A very, I want to say, a very slow review today. Um, but also, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Here is wishing every single one of you everything of the best. for the year ahead. May this year bring you and your families a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and may you and I see Liverpool rise to new heights, to be the team that we know that they can be, and most importantly, may our team long may they reign. For the Doghouse Review, I'm Ezo telling you to be good, do good, and if you can't be good, just be good at it. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification so you get notified whenever we post something, and always drop us a line in the comments. Peace out.